Hello and welcome to the National Horseshoe Pitchers Association Instructional How-To video series. In this video we will be showing you the Regional Director's role for eShoe events. Okay, let's go to eShoe. Here is the web address for eShoe, so type it into your web browser and you can go to the NHPA website. On the opening page, there is a link to eShoe. By clicking on the link, it will take you to the eShoe. So let's go try if we can see if we can find that. Okay, we're now on the NHPA website. Let's scroll down and see if we can find the eShoe link. Okay, here's the eShoe icon. If you click on that, it will take you to the eShoe opening page. This is the public view of the home page. For each state, 2 or 3 people, the RD being one of them, will have a login to eShoe to maintain players and events for their state. Okay, let's log in. Each RD can get a user's name and a password from their RD director. Okay, let's go ahead and log in. Alright, this takes us to our options above, and the first thing I'd like to draw your attention to is this where it says Hello NHPA Paul. This is hello to whatever your user's name is. If you click on that, it opens the manage your account page, and here you can change your user's name, your email address, your phone number, or your password. So after you do that, after you change anything, you got to make sure and save it. Alright, now let's go back to the events and click on the events. And this takes us to our opening page for the events. And this is a test page for me, and I have already entered events into it. There will always be 1 year of tournaments in the past on this page, since those are the ones used to compute averages. After a tournament is past 1 year, it will automatically be removed. We expect up to 1 year of events in the future. The job of a regional director is to set up the future tournaments before they are held. The regional director will not maintain the results of a tournament, but they will maintain the tournament schedule. This does 2 things for us. It gives the public a view of upcoming events, and it also allows Horseshoe Master to automatically record results into eShoe. The Futures button here is pretty self-explanatory. Click on it and it'll just bring up the events that's in the future. But of course this page will be full once all of the events are entered into eShoe. This is just a test page for me, as I said. Now the charter window here only shows North Carolina for me. And the reasoning for this is your charter is the only charter you have access to here. Now let's go click on the new button. Okay, this brings up the add new events page. On this form there are very few fields required. All but 3 fields, the name, the city, and the date, are already defaulted, and you have options to change the ones with the drop downs. The 2 grayed out fields here above are auto-generated, and I'll show you what these generate when we go to the edit page. The blue highlighted fields are the only required fields, and the fields below that that are not highlighted are optional, and the more information though you put in these, the more information the public will have about your event once they go to view it. Now once you put all your information in here, you want to scroll down to the bottom and you want to hit save, because this sends this file up to the cloud to eShoe somewhere up there where it's floating around somewhere. Now let's go to edit, and the little blue icons here in the middle are your edit icons. So let's go down and go edit a tournament, or show you how to edit a tournament. Okay, as I showed you before in the events entrance page, that these two grayed out fields here were auto-generated, and the first one here is for your sanction number, your event number it says here, but it's actually your sanction number, so you don't have to assign sanction numbers anymore. eShoe automatically generates those for each event. The reported token window or cell here has generated your token, which is required to upload a tournament from Horseshoe Master to eShoe. This token here should only be shared with the tournament director for that event. And I can imagine that the regional director will write that number on the sanction certificate that he sends to his tournament directors. Now, as I said before, the more information you put in these fields down below, the more information the public will have when they go to view your events or your tournament. And I'd like to draw your attention to this director's field here, where I've inserted myself in as the director, and I have, in the director's contact method, I have chose cell phone. So you want to choose cell phone, and you want to make sure that whoever the director is here, that their cell phone number is in the player portion of eShoe. And after you're through editing or adding information here on this page, again, you want to go back down and you want to hit save. Okay, let's go explain the three little icons to the left of each event. First one we come to here is the little trash can, and the lighter colored ones are for events that already been reported, and the delete option is disabled. So you can't delete a tournament that's been reported or an event. The darker bold trash cans are for events that are in the future, and the delete option is you can go delete one of those if you would like. Now, of course, the icons in the center here we didn't show you are the edit icons. Click on that and it'll take you to the edit page. The icons all the way on the left, the little trophy cups, the ones that are empty, you can just hover over them, and each one of them, they'll tell you what is in them. Results not reported. So this tournament is still scheduled. It's in the future. Nothing in the cup there. The little cups with the green check marks on them are for events that have been reported, the results, and it says results okay. So we'll click on one of them and show you. So here's one that's been entered through eShoe, and the results that we've entered here is okay. Now let's go to the little cup with the red exclamation point in it. Okay, let's click on the little cup with the red in it. Okay, as you can see in this tournament we're showing two arrows. Let's hover over the little yellow dot here with our mouse, and as you can see it says membership is expired. After a member renews their card, he or she will automatically get credit for this event, and their stats will calculate to their averages. Now let's hover over the little red triangle, and it says no membership. Once this player is current in eShoe, the statistician will have to update this player and also assign those results to him here on the events page. There will be more detailed instructions in the state statistician video. The entire events reporting is at a states level, and it will mainly be collaboration of the regional director, the statistician, and the secretary to make sure that for all the tournaments with the warnings, the little cups with the red exclamation, that all these warnings are eventually handled. Okay, now let's go cancel a tournament. Let's go down here to the Benson Open. Click Edit, go back to your edit page, and we're going to go to the status field here, and we're going to click cancel. And then once we click cancel, we got to go down and save it again. Click save. And then we'll go back to the Benson Open here. As you can see here, it's showing canceled. Now I'll show you where this shows up in a later page here in this video. Okay, we're back to the public view of eShoe. Okay, this is the events for all of the NHPA charters, and as you'll notice here, the tournament I canceled, I told you I'd show you where it showed up, and here it is. See, it shows up in red. Now when you come to this page, you are only looking at upcoming events, but you can go to the little calendar windows here to the right and go back and look at results of events that are in the past. So let's click on the little calendar here. Alright, I'm going to scroll back all the way to 2019 because we had very few tournaments here in 2020. I'll go back to June the 1st and I will go to today's date. Okay, this shows you the results from tournaments in the past or events in the past for all of the NHPA. And once everything's uploaded into this file, it'll probably be close to 1,000 events in here. And I don't want to scroll through all of them hunting one. So I'm going to narrow my search and go to the charter drop down window, and I'm going to scroll down to North Carolina, since I'm from North Carolina, and this narrows my search to only North Carolina. I will take you to a tournament that has very little information that was entered into the events info. Here is a tournament that had very little info entered, and as you can see, there's not much for the public to view when they go to view your event here. Now let's go to one with a lot of information. Okay, this event had a lot of information entered in it, and it gives the public a view of about everything that's available for your tournament or event information here. But while we're in here, I'd like to draw your attention to this director's contact field here. And as I told you before, if you chose for the director to use the cell phone number as his contact, it shows up right here. Here's my cell phone number. So you want to make sure though that cell phone number is in the player portion of eShoe. Now let's go to some tournament results. Let's go to the little trophy cup here, and let's go to a tournament that has the minimum results. Okay, this tournament was entered in through eShoe, and you see it has a minimum of results here. A lot of the fields to the right are empty. Now let's go to a tournament that was entered through Horseshoe Master into eShoe. This tournament here was entered into eShoe through Horseshoe Master, and as you can see, all the fields were filled in here in it. So you got a lot of information from a tournament that's uploaded from Horseshoe Master. That's about all for this video, and we hope we have explained the regional director's role for events in eShoe to your satisfaction. With that, we thank you for watching and wish you a good day.